All right, for 5 News, I'm meteorologist Stephen Elmore. This is your 5+ extended forecast. Heat advisories issued across the river valley today. Currently feels like we're anywhere going to be seeing those heat index values anywhere from 105 up to 110. This is going to be the similar story really throughout the rest of the week with not a lot of relief in sight. Going to see those heat index values up into the triple digits. More than likely, we'll see those heat advisories continuing as well. Low rain chances continue over the next couple of days. Only about a 20 to 10% chance of a spotty shower or two, but we could have some isolated thunderstorms towards the end of the week, really looking at Thursday and Friday. It is going to filter in some cooler air, but it's not going to bring much in the way of some relief. We got a little bit warmer today, especially across the river valley, anywhere between 5 to 10 degrees difference. Across northwest Arkansas, the rain from this morning helped cool things down a little bit. We'll still see daytime highs reach up close to the 90-degree mark. Of course, that heat advisory issued for today from between 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. Heat index values into those triple digits. Northwest Arkansas left out not only because of the rain, but just because we're just short of the threshold for that heat advisory. Once we start hitting those heat index values into the triple digits, that's when we'll start to get those heat advisories. Here's a look at our temperature trend. Again, this weekend is a thing of the past. This past weekend, I should say, where we had temperatures into the upper 70s and low 80s and that rain. But now we're going to start to dry out. Temperatures start to heat back up as well. Our temperature trend over the next couple of days, you're going to start to see that red start to come back in. That's that heat dome starting to shift back over towards the east over our direction. And we're going to start to see those heat index values back in the triple digits become a regular thing, at least through the weekend into early next week. Bus stop forecast for you. Some kiddos heading back to school heading into tomorrow. Unlike this morning, you won't have to worry really about the rainfall. We're going to be have a lot more sunshine for tomorrow. Heading out the door tomorrow morning, temperature is going to be starting off into those low 70s. By the time we get to the midday, that's when you're going to really start to notice the difference outside. Temperatures climbing back up into the upper 80s, low 90s. By the time we're heading home, we're going to see temperatures in those mid to upper 90s across northwest Arkansas and the river valley. Lots of places going to have those heat index values into the triple digits, anywhere from 105 up to 110. And when we're heading home, that's peak heating hours. So make sure to bring that water bottle with you, fill it up before you head back home, because that's when it's going to be at the hottest point of the day when we're finally leaving school for the day. Take a look at tomorrow's daytime highs, back up into those mid to upper 90s across northwest Arkansas. 96 in War Eagle, 95 in Garfield, 95 in Berryville, 97 in Gravette, 96 in Siloam Springs. All that wind coming up from the south, but it's also bringing the moisture with it, so you're going to feel the difference in the humidity for tomorrow as well. Dew point values in those 60s and 70s. Across the river valley, real temperatures reaching up into those upper 90s for tomorrow. 98 in Charleston, 95 in Alma, 99 in eastern Oklahoma across Sallisaw down to Roland, Spiro, 100 degrees for tomorrow in Poto, 98 in Mansfield, 98 in Boonville, 98 in Paris. So it's going to definitely be a warm day. And again, these are our real temperatures. When you factor in the humidity, of course, that's going to play an impact on our heat index. Triple digits really across the board for tomorrow. Across northwest Arkansas, we could see those heat index values anywhere from the upper 90s, around 98, up to 105. We could just be left out of that heat advisory for our Wednesday. Across the river valley, though, I won't be surprised if we have more of those heat alerts for tomorrow and really throughout most of this week. Heat index values expected to be well into the triple digits, anywhere from 100 up to 110, hovering around that 105 mark. 105 expected in Fort Smith, Ozark, and in Van Buren. So here's a look at what it's going to feel like really the rest of the week. You can kind of see where those rain chances come in and where that cold front comes in. It's a weak cold front towards the end of the week. It's not going to do much for us temperature-wise, but it may just bring a few of those isolated thunderstorms. You're going to see those heat index values well into the triple digits really for tomorrow through Thursday night into Friday. That's when that cold front comes along. It's going to bring some cooler air, but it only may affect our temperature by a degree or two. We will watch out out, though, for the isolated thunderstorm. We're going to see the potential of seeing those heat index values anywhere between 105 up to 110 through the weekend, and early signs into early next week look like we're going to continue this hot streak. Rain chances, again, that cold front coming in Thursday night into Friday. That's going to bring some very minor rain chances, and again, we're looking out for the chance of an isolated thunderstorm or two. And then heading into the weekend, we're going to hang on to about a 20-30% chance of seeing a stray shower. Again, this rain, even though we'll take any rain we can get in August, not going to play much of a factor in those temperatures. Here's a look from the Storm Prediction Center at that storm threat for Thursday night into Friday. It's on the lowest end that we have, only that level 1 marginal risk across northwest Arkansas and parts of the River Valley. This is the day 3 outlook, so we're going to get 2 more updates before we get to Thursday night into Friday, and we'll start to see if that zone starts to shift a little bit. If we start to see that slight risk start to sink down just a little bit towards the south, we start to see that coming into northern Arkansas, might have a little bit of a higher storm threat for Thursday night into Friday. Right now, just that level 1 marginal risk. The greatest threats that we could see are maybe some stronger wind gusts out there if we get one of those isolated thunderstorms. Northwest Arkansas over the next 10 days, really a lot of rinse and repeat. Temperatures going to be hovering around those mid to upper 90s towards the end of the week into the weekend. Here's those rain chances with that cold front coming in. You see the difference in our temperatures with that cold front? It's only by a degree or 2. And even heading into the weekend with those rain chances, we're only dropping down to the low 90s. By the time we start next week, we continue with those low to mid 90s. Going to see some cloud coverage hanging around, but not a lot of rain chances, not a lot of change in the forecast either. Get used to these low to mid 90s across northwest Arkansas, and with the heat index hovering right around 100 degrees, at least for the next 7 days, more than likely continuing through our 10-day forecast. Across the River Valley, upper 90s expected throughout a majority of the 10-day forecast. That first cold front coming in Thursday night into Friday is not really going to play a factor with the temperatures. Not going to bring in that cooler air like we would hope for, but it could bring a few isolated thunderstorms Thursday night into Friday and then through the weekend. But even as we get into early next week, early signs showing that those heat index values still going to be well into the triple digits, and those temperatures still going to be feeling like we're in those mid to upper 90s. First sign of relief that we get is going to be coming with that next cold front, but we need it to filter in the cooler air, and we need it to filter in a lot more of the way of those rain chances. Right now, it's not looking like any relief is coming anytime soon, so if you're heading back to school either this week or early next week, just know that it's going to be pretty hot outside. That's your extended forecast update. I'm meteorologist Stephen Elmore.